Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, we have a couple of very scary incidences today in the news. One, a cruise ship was threatened with a bomb threat. And of course, everyone takes these things very seriously. And almost at the exact same time, another aircraft in the same area from somebody completely different also had a bomb threat and had to turn around and be escorted by jets back to the airport. So in Singapore, in Marina Bay Cruise Center, there was an email sent to the Resorts World Cruises. Those are the ones that had that big Genting Dream cruise ship, and there was an email sent to them saying that if you don't return my monies, I will blow a bomb on your ships that will send everybody into the sea. And of course, they take these things very seriously. When they received it, they immediately contacted the authorities, the Coast Guard, the police, and the bomb squad. And they immediately went down and searched the ship and started, evacuated everybody off, conducted a police search, even brought in one of those bomb diffusing robots just in case they found something. So you can imagine the expense and the time that this kind of thing takes. At the same time that all this evacuation was going on, they launched an investigation by the other side to look for the person who sent this email. And this person was trying to be smart. They sent it from an anonymous place. They went to a different one of those internet cafe kind of places and everything. What they forgot to do is that there's cameras in these internet places, and they were able to discover them from facial recognition. And within 3 hours of them finishing off the bomb threat and saying, okay, there's no bomb on the ship, the man was arrested. Now, if the man is convicted, he can face up to 10 years in prison, a fine of over $500,000 US, not to mention he's in jail right now, undergoing a medical evaluation to see if he's fit to even take trial. But I mean, at no point is ever making a bomb threat a good idea to try and get your money back from something. How much money now, say he lost $6,000 on a cruise, which would be very expensive for this cruise ship. Say you lost $6,000 and now you might lose $500,000 and go to prison for 10 years because you were an idiot. And yeah, people do dumb things. Never, ever, ever these days think that you can get away with making something like a bomb threat because of the camera circulation, the way they can track people on computers. They can find you if they absolutely have to find you for something like that, right? But at the exact same time that this was going on, a gentleman from Australia, 39 years old, I think 39 years old, stepped onto a Scoot airplane flying to Singapore. And for some reason, unbeknownst to anybody so far what's going on, he made numerous comments to the crew that he was in possession of a bomb on board this plane. So he didn't make any demands. He didn't make anything like, take me here, take me there. I need, you better give me $100 million when I land in a car to get away. Nothing. He just kept on saying that he had a bomb on board. Well, again, everybody takes these things seriously, and once the crew were alerted and the captain of the planes were alerted, they contacted their people who contacted the military, Air Force, and the police. And soon you saw a couple Singapore jets from the Air Force fly and pull up alongside this Scoot Airbus. Now, you can only imagine how frightening it would have been for all the other passengers, not knowing really what's going on, unless you were around this person and heard it, and all of a sudden fighter jets pull up beside your plane. The next thing you know, you're turning around and heading back to your original point of your trip. Well, they immediately landed, and again, the police swarmed with police dogs looking for the bomb, found out that there was no bomb, and arrested the man on the spot. And again, if he is found guilty, he can be found for up to $500,000 Australian and 10 years in prison again. What was the point? I don't know when someone does something like this, what they think they're doing. And I'm going to be following this story because I don't understand what would prompt somebody to even come up with a comment. I've seen people in lineups at the airport make very stupid comments, like when they pull their bag aside and they bring them over for search in your line when you're going through security, and people are going, "Oh, what are you doing? What, do you think I have a bomb on board?" Guess what? That person didn't make the plane, because they immediately pulled them aside and brought him into another room for further investigation. I don't know these days, ever since what happened, you know, I don't get it. I don't get how stupid some people can be. And I understand this guy in Singapore with the cruise ship thought he was being very, very smart and very, very sneaky. And they can track you and they can find you. And in this case, if you're on the plane saying you have a bomb, they don't have to look very far to find you. But the good news is both of these cases were false. There was no real threat other than these people being idiots. And the police and military acted so quickly that everything was resolved in a matter of hours. In a matter of hours. They had police dogs, robots, military jets in some cases on action within minutes of these threats being going, which does kind of give me a little bit of security in the thinking of how quickly a response came out in this situation. But yeah, it was only a matter of time before cruise ships get that, yeah, well, give me my money back or I'm gonna blow the cruise ship up because you kept my $1,300 for my inside cabin when I canceled my cruise at the last minute. Just one of those things that I don't get, people, sometimes. Well, I hope you appreciate this video, and it is nice to see how fast security worked in these cases. I really do think that they were really on top of their game in these cases. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.